Welcome to Friday night Wine Glass Family Piano Hour. We're celebrating life, we're celebrating music, and celebrating this beautiful day. Welcome to 2000s. Welcome if you're just dropping in with us. It is a beautiful day. That was U2 from the 2000s. We're going back in time to one of my favorite decades. I love the 2000s, and if you've been following us every Friday night, we have been doing, during quarantine, our live streaming has had an awesome theme. We've been recently doing each decade, so we started with 70s, 80s, 90s, and now we're in the 2000s. And I love this decade because, of course, this is where I was playing a ton of gigs and staying on top of the current hits, and so we have a lot of fun bands in store for you today, and great artists. I'm gonna definitely be playing some Coldplay, some Alicia Keys, and I would love, and with Lady Gaga, and you just go down the line here. Norah Jones, John Legend, Jason Mraz, and Fight for Fighting. I mean, this is going to be fun. And as usual, we love to take your requests too, so please chime in. This is also a beautiful and special week for us because, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a unique week because little Melody is up at Grandma's for 10 days. Well, it turns out to be 8 days, so we are taking advantage of this time. We miss her dearly. However, we don't miss the homeschooling, and we are grateful to Grandma for taking her off our hands for a little bit. We are focused, and we are having fun and enjoying our quarantine, just us right now for this week. So unfortunately, that means she will not be in the shot today. But that means, hey, there's Kim right now. I was gonna probably invite her to do a little more, interaction with us, and we might have some fun in store for you as well. And I can't wait to get to all of these fun songs all the way back in the decade 2000. The theme is called In the Year 2000, but it's for the entire decade. So this is going to be fun. And of course, as you are joining, we'd love to say hi. Just say hi on whether it's Facebook or YouTube, or just comment, or please give a request, and we would love to interact with you and have some fun. And so before we get going here, I have an idea here. Let's see if we can get Kim to come back, because before we go back to 2020, I think it's time that we look into the future, all the way to the year 2000. In the year 2000, in the year 2000.
over our planet. However, we Earthlings will not notice one bit, as our faces will be glued 24/7 to our smartphones.
In the year 2000, a 20-plus year war will begin in Afghanistan, costing our country thousands of deaths, along with millions of innocent civilians, and trillions of dollars with no end in sight. But at least we will have Netflix. In the year 2000.
When average Joes gain full access to movie-making technology at extremely low cost, it will put big-time movie makers such as Quentin Tarantino out of business for good.
In the year 2000. Thanks to a company called Napster making all music available for free, the value of an album will plummet to less than a cup of coffee. Conversely, a cup of coffee will skyrocket to the price of, well, an overpriced mixtape. In the year 2000.
An unknown kid, Justin Bieber, will soar to stardom after being discovered on a new website, YouTube, paving the way for countless amateur musicians to have a shot at the big time. Only to find 20 years later all celebrities back in their homes, forced to perform virtually with no live audiences for the foreseeable future.
In the year 2000. And finally, Y2K will come and go, never to be spoken of again. Instead, all prophets will pivot to declaring the end of the world coming in 2012, followed immediately by 2020 being the year of utter doom and destruction. In the year 2000, in the year 2000. All right. Well, that was fun. We're imagining the laughing going on virtually, but
if any of you, if you don't know what we were doing there, then this was a very popular bit from the old Late Night with Conan O'Brien, which Jeremy and I used to watch quite a lot, especially in the earlier days of our relationship before when we used to actually stay up late when we didn't have a child and,
yes.
we had a later night schedule.
Yes, we are reminiscing of those days. If you haven't seen it, look up Conan O'Brien on the year 2000. It's a remarkable bit. So hope you enjoyed our bit for this fun time to open our 2000s journey into some of the most awesome music. I am also live multi-streaming and checking this out. Oh, hi, Samantha, Facebook. If you caught some of that, don't worry, you're not late. You can always go back and see. That was our little bit from Conan O'Brien. So super fun. We have a good time doing this bit since Melody is grandma's for the week. So we are having a lot of fun together. Here we go. We're gonna get started with as far as playing a full song. I'm gonna get into Alicia Keys. Here is this is from her very, very first album when she was only at her age 20, and the Songs of A Minor. It debuted at #1. What a great artist, and she paved the way to bring piano back into the spotlight for musicians. And before that, it wasn't so much prominent with the 90s. So this was a significant artist to bring piano into the forefront of the lead singer. So here we go. We're gonna do a little Fallen, Alicia Keys. right. I want to say hi to my friend Bruce over on YouTube. Thanks for joining again. We're starting with a little Alicia Keys, and feel free to throw a request out if you have anything from the 2000s or anything at all. We'll be happy to see if I can play that for you. I'm gonna do another Alicia Keys song because that was her one about falling in and out of love. And then later in 2003, she wrote probably one of my favorite songs she wrote is "If I Ain't Got You," and this one is such a gem for dedicated to lovers and playing at weddings, and just people love this one, and even just the intro gets people. So here's "If I Ain't Got You." Bringing some memories back, hopefully. Yes. Looking over on YouTube here. Hey, Carlos. There you are from northern Chile. Or is it southern Chile? I forgot. It's southern. That's right. Great to see you again. If anyone's just joining us, you gotta go back later and see the beginning because it was a funny bit I did with Kim. I hope it was funny. It was funny for us because it was a little Conan spoof on in the year 2000. So that's our title bit that we just put together. I'm laughing just thinking about it. I'm gonna go back and watch it and see if it's actually funny. But for now, we're gonna keep playing some music and having some fun. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go back, go back to memory lane. I'm gonna show you few of the compositions I was working on then, and as a lot of you know, I uh, I wrote a lot of songs for different girlfriends, and now obviously ex-girlfriends now. But some were very significant, and this is really the decade, the 2000s, that I really took my career and my composition to another level. So I'm going to go back to one band that was pretty solid. Probably actually looking at all the top songs and the Billboard's charts and everything, the top 40s. I think one band stuck out in particular, and that's Coldplay, having not five number one hits, but five songs in the top on almost every list. They had five songs throughout that decade that was on the top of the list. And this one in particular, I remember this bit from if you remember the show Loveline. We used to listen to Drew and Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew, and listen to advice. I don't know if any of you did, but I was like, oh, let me listen to these guys. It was pretty awesome. And I know they had the Coldplay bit on here, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool tune. So this is back in 2002. This is Coldplay, and they got a Grammy for Record of the Year in '03. So this was very significant. Everyone knows this little instrumental bit. And I remember Adam Carolla saying how they get to use it for free because if it's under 30 seconds and with no vocals, then it's a free game. I was like, oh, that's that's pretty interesting. So, in any case, here's Clocks. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Charlene on Facebook. Good to see you, fellow Toastmaster. And Peter, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. It's the Wineglass Family Piano Hour. Hope you're enjoying a nice cocktail. what, 20 years later almost, that song still doesn't get old. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what's so cool about that song. Just a little bit of the rhythmic pattern. If you can feel it, I'll give you a little insight here. If musicians or not, this is the rhythm is, if you count it, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, and 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 8. So it feels like a 1 2 3 1 2 3 song, and then it gets you on those two, and it's so fast and it's so nice. So we keep feeling this anticipation, and it's a very cool rhythmic pattern. They're not the only band, of course, to do this, but it is a very popular rhythmic pattern. They do it so well, and I love the 3 plus 3 plus 2 rhythm because it always adds up to 8, and you can always keep it moving with a little syncopation. So that's why that song is fun. And I'm going to show you another song that's actually super fun from 2002. And this is actually the first song that I started to realize that I could develop a certain house beat on the piano. I don't think many piano players were doing this. So this is the first time I thought of this, or I thought, well, let me figure out this song. And this is Kylie Minogue, and this is Can't Get You Out of My Head. It was a huge song in the UK, and it was the most played in the UK for the entire decade, I think. It was the most played song. um, Yes, yes, she's Australian, but this was massive in the UK, and then of course pretty big in the US. And so you can tell there's this little beat. Now I remember my friends at the time would tell me if I'm not careful, it's going to sound like musical theater, like boom, boom, this kind of if it's on the piano. So you have to be careful not to sound cheesy. But I think I figured out a little groove to make this sound super cool, and I love this kind of songs. And of course, I did more of these later, but this was the first time I tried this. Can't Get You Out of My Head. Here we go. Awesome. I hope you guys are digging this beat and this time we're spending in the 2000s. And please, again, if anyone wants a request, go ahead and throw it out. But this is fun. I'm going down memory lane, playing again. That was the first kind of song I kind of used that was a house beat and put it on the piano. So that was a lot of fun when we figured out how to do that. And oh, here's Kim too. So maybe
Hi.
you'll be taking Melody's spot here today because we're missing her. She's with Grandma.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
she is.
yeah, yeah.
Nice to have a little quiet break around here. It's been
Right.
like nice and peaceful all week. And we've been trying to get a lot done, a lot accomplished during this time. So, and I didn't, it's funny because we didn't really actually plan this out. This, it was a kind of a happy accident that we just released the new music video yesterday on YouTube
Yeah.
of I Remember,
If you
which
if you didn't know, we just released it yesterday, and it's been super exciting. So
yeah, and that song was from 2008, and then we're just kind of like realizing all these interesting synchronicities with the song and with the fact that we filmed this video before all the coronavirus kind of chaos really came on, and we before we really knew what was happening. So we feel very lucky that we were able to get in and do that when we did. And so then by the time, like just a couple of weeks later, when we were all being told, okay, everyone has to stay home now, we were like, oh geez, well, at least we got some videos
yeah,
done, so we have some material to release while we're holed up in our
yeah.
homes. So
So the I Remember song by Dead Mouse and Cascade, released in 2008, is perfect timing for this decade. So I'll probably play that towards the end of the set if you're still with us. And in either case, be sure to go to our YouTube channel and check it out because it's hot off the presses. We're very excited about this. It's actually a little bit saucy, if I should say so. So we feature an awesome dancer,
well,
flying skater. Yeah,
our
yeah,
good friend Kim Manning, who's just like an incredibly
yes,
talented, multi-talented. Like
yeah,
I don't even know what she'd be considered. Probably a 10-time threat of some sort.
yeah.
She's a singer, a musician, an actress, and an aerialist, and a roller skater, and a dancer. And I mean, come on.
Yeah, so if you want to see an awesome team up, top quality production, check out our YouTube channel. But in the meantime, I'm going to play one of your favorite songs. You said you recommended this one.
Oh yes.
I almost missed this. This is
Yes, when we were going
yeah,
over the what would be the best
yeah,
songs to cover the 2000s,
yeah.
I called this one out of my head. I
Yeah.
was like, what about that song? I think that
This
was
is
in the 2000s.
Fight for Fighting, and it's 100 years, and it's a very perfect timing for us as we're reminiscing about life and really diving into that and taking nothing for granted and appreciating our life where we're at and however much time we have left. And so this is a perfect timely song for right now. 100 years. Also, let me see here. Charlene, thank you so much for the virtual tip. It's much appreciated. It's never expected, but much appreciated. Thank you guys for checking out our virtual tip jar. So, without further ado, 100 years. we are. Yeah, we're just doing a little lighting adjustment. We've got our circle light, and we got our yeah, looking good, feeling good, and yeah, it's been. Oh right. Well not only has it been a while since I've played that song, I also have had this pedal malfunction as well on the page turn. Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, you could tell. I must flub that one a little bit. Um, Sometimes it gets stuck in the pages. That's the downside of technology. You want it to be a smooth. I don't know if you can't see this, but the pages move, and this literally gets stuck. It's got a little glitch, so I couldn't see anything for a minute. But in any case, we are back with more 2000 hits. These are some, again, this is, I mean, I keep saying it's my favorite decade. Maybe I just like music more and more as we as we age, but I love the 2000s. There's just some awesome songs and bands and artists. Oh, hi, Lisa. Thank you. Oh, and thank you, Peter, for the virtual contribution. It's much appreciated. You guys are awesome. You're the best. We're going to move on to, let's see. Oh, I know. We got to do some Green Day, right? This is from American Idiot. This debuted number 2 in the U.S. It eventually won a Grammy for Best Album, and the best song won a Grammy in 2004. That was A Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and this is definitely a good song. I think Green Day gained some respect as they as time went on. They might have not had the respect at the time, if I can recall. But now, yeah, this is an awesome song to bust out. Just brings back memories to the 2000s. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and I look forward to some of your requests. Oh, Kim's gonna say something about Green Day. Come on.
Well, if I recall correctly, the Green Day was one of those because I was very big into music, going out to live music, especially going to shows and all that during, well, like the late '90s and 2000s. And Green Day was like a local band that started out as just like small local band in Berkeley, I believe it was in the Bay Area, and they became huge. And so yeah, they played around at like Berkeley Square and a lot of like the local small venues back in those days. So yeah.
Cool. So maybe now it feels like a boulevard of broken dreams. If we're walking a lonely road, or maybe we're sitting in a lonely home. So this is dedicated to how we might feel right now in this quarantine. So let's stay strong. Let's stay together, at least virtually. Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Awesome. That's a lot of fun. That is a good song. I like the chord changes. I like the vocals. I imagine the vocals. I'm not singing, but great lyrics, great song. So, picking my top songs of the 2000s, at least the ones that I can play. And again, feel free to shoot me a request idea, any band, any song, and it doesn't have to be the 2000s. So we'd love to. I'd love to see if I can take your request. I do miss our live interactions. I do, because when I'm, if I'm playing at an event or my regular spot, Hotel Bel Air, God hope I'm back soon at some point. But so much fun to interact with people and take the requests in person. And even if I don't know a song, I would be like, oh well, I could play a different one from that artist, or we can find something fun and just have a good time and make some jokes and laugh. And here I'm like, I'm not sure who's listening or what, but I'm putting it out there. We are having fun here. And if you're just joining us, you should go back and see the beginning too when this is all done, because we did a great fun bit. Kim and I did. We had a lot of fun because Melody is not here this week. Oh, that's funny. I told Melody, well, now we're actually really gonna miss you. I told her we're gonna miss you on the shows because I think a lot of people tune in just to see her, and I thought maybe we'll have less viewers. So she took and ran with that. She's like, yeah, you're not gonna have as good a show without me. I'm like, well, maybe that's true. But we're trying to have some fun, and again, check out our early bit, the Kim and Jeremy show, because that actually stayed true to the title. It's the Wineglass Family Piano Hour. Coming up next, let's see. I am.
And by the way, I did confirm my memory was correct on Green Day being a band from Berkeley. I remembered.
Oh, I'm having trouble seeing the streaming. I haven't seen the comments in a minute, so I might have been offline. So I will continue, and we'll get those back up again. Um, so let's look at. Let's do a little Christina Aguilera. This song was pretty big. It was number one in the UK, number two in the US when it was released. From the album Stripped. This is beautiful. It's Christina. It was her second album, and she wanted it to be more real, more raw than her first album. And so this is a very significant song. It was featured in many movies and shows and promotions, and the LGBTQ community really took it under their wing because it was really impactful for us. The message to inspire us to be who we are and not take any crap from other people. And it was a really really touching song. And I read that she was in tears on this take, and she didn't think she could record it. And they said, "Let's go, let's do the take." And so she was really feeling into some of the abuse from her dad. Now, I might tear up here because this is actually a really powerful song. I didn't realize how much. Sometimes you never know what's going into it for the artist. So she put everything out there, her heart in this one. Here is beautiful Christina Aguilera. Oh, you couldn't hear us. Come back and do it again. Frank, good to see you. Thanks for saying. Thanks for letting us know. Cause yeah, oops, yeah, I had this new piece here and it kind of got stuck on it.
Oh, so Frank, I was saying thanks for joining us, and I'm glad you could make it on. And I don't think you were here at the beginning, so you'll have to go back and watch the replay later. And
We,
I was saying you should let us
yeah.
know if Jeremy and I should, keep our day jobs here as streaming musicians, or if we should, give it all up and get into sketch comedy writing.
Yeah, there it is. I'm guaranteed we were funnier the first time. So guaranteed. Peter, I know you were wanting to hear Old Town Road. So that's funny. I'm going to try Old Town Road. I'm going to give it a shot. It's funny because we're actually gearing up to make this a really good song, and this was going to be one of our next. We were thinking of doing a video shoot with this. Of course, everything went to hell after the lockdown was in place. So this is on the back burner as a possible music video in the future. But in any case, it is obviously a 2019 huge hit, and I'm just a little bit of a. Let me just let me be honest here. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't have a good version of it yet, so I'm going to just make one up right now. And come back next week because next Friday we're going to be doing the 2010s, and I'm going to be featuring this song next week again. So here's me trying a little version, stumbling through, but it is a great song. It's a great tune. And Melody loves this one, so when she's back next week, we'll definitely try it again. Here is a little bit of Old Town Road. right. Little Old Town Road. Never hurt anyone. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, pretty not bad. Now, see, now I set the bar, so I got to come back with even a better version next week for the 2010s when we think of a theme title for that one. But in any case, we're gonna go all the way into the future to the year 2000. Okay, that's the bit we did earlier. Thanks, Peter. I'm glad you liked it. This one, so yes, Old Town Road, just for you, my friend, my brother, because that was definitely that was one of the more current songs that we know. So we will definitely bring it back next Friday. In the meantime, let's go into boy, I got a lot of choices. This one, let's see. I'm gonna hit some number one songs here. Oh, okay. So here's an idea. This is we're gonna go back to 2002 again, and this is Avril Lavigne. This is a good song. This is a good upbeat song, Skater Boy. So she had a really good image. She has a really good image and a very unique story. And being a skater girl, this song was actually about her, but she changed the genders to be clever. And I remember this song. It tells a story, and it's a very very unique song. And she was up to winning, I think, at least five awards. That she was nominated for five Grammys that year, and she lost to Nora Jones on every single category. So she's probably like, oh, Nora Jones, because she was right there. She was a number one and number two. They're both great. So we're gonna play one from each of them. But this is their iconic songs. I'm gonna play Avril Lavigne's iconic song that got her in the spotlight. That was Skater Boy, and then I'll do Nora Jones after that. Two different types of songs, but we'll play them for you. This is Skater Boy, talking about making it big, and then your boyfriend or ex girlfriend or boyfriend not being cool with you, and then later you're the star, and then they're out of luck. So here we go, Skater Boy. Get the beat going again on this one. maybe. I don't think Kim's heard me play that probably for a long time. You don't remember me playing that, right? Yeah.
Oh, I remember you playing
Yeah.
it. No, I haven't heard you play it in a long time.
Yeah, so that's a fun one. I love that. That does definitely bring us back to the early 2000s. Yes. Oh, hey Alex, good to see you. The Glendale Rotary, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. And Bill, good to see you. And Charlene, that's a good request. My Funny Valentine, of course, is a classic. We're not, of course, not in the 2000s, but I'm gonna do a little medley for you because I was coming right after this. I wanted to play the Nora Jones song that was a huge hit also the same year. This is 2002, and this is Don't Know Why. And of course, this is typical of some artists. So we know Nora Jones is an amazing songwriter, but it turns out the irony is this is the song that launched her to stardom, and she did not write this one. This was written by an artist, Jesse Harris from New York, and he told her to go make it big in L.A. and take this song. So this is not hers, but it launched her to stardom. Don't know why. And then I'm going to go into My Funny Valentine just for you, Charlene. So please enjoy this off the cuff table topics, off the cuff piano medley. Oh, thanks. Well, thanks for the request, Charlene. That actually turned out to be a pretty awesome, I guess, medley there. Because oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because I guess Nora Jones was talking about her love not showing up for her at the date, so getting stood up essentially. And then My Funny Valentine is saying, "Don't leave me." So at least there's a positive there. So maybe the date returns, and but it's very both very ballady and very nice kind of combination. Maybe there's something there to intertwine them both back and forth. So that was fun. Let's keep it going. I like to go bring it down slow and then bring it back up, and so we are due for an up now. I'm looking at my list, and again, feel free to throw out a request if you've got anything. We're in the 2000s, in the year 2000s or the decade 2000s, and I'm going to move into. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is now we're into 2005, and this is a band I never heard of at the time, but I heard this song later, and I was like, "Wow, what an awesome song!" And I had some dear friends got married to this song, and asked me to play it for them at their wedding. That would be yeah, that would be Britt and Melissa. So this is bringing back memories to '05 times. I'm not sure what year that was. We did the wedding. That must have been that was '07. So this was a hot song. It was being played on the radio. I was touring with a band, and I heard this on the radio everywhere, even overseas. And I was excited. That was interesting to hear what American music was being played as we traveled all over Europe and Japan. And I remember even in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, these songs were playing. So that reminds me of this time, '05 to '07. So without further ado, this is Soul Meets Body. And lyrically, this is about death, but they're making it into a love song. So go figure. Some quite the poetry and art in this song. if I didn't mention, that was Death Cab for Cutie. Soul Meets Body. So, great song. And yes, and I'll be happy to play Imagine for you. Of course, one of the greatest songs of all time, John Lennon, of course. And I will play that for you right now, Alex, as we are meandering through the 2000s, but any decade is just fine. That's one of my favorite songs, too. I'm going to not sing it because I think my voice is feeling it, but you please sing along, hum along, do what you do, and I'm just grateful if I'm in your living room right now, in your realm, and part of your soundtrack to your evening on this lovely Friday evening. And thank you for joining us. We still have plenty of time for more songs, but I'm going to play Imagine. Let us all continue to imagine and envision a better world for us. Somehow, some way, we will come out of this stronger, and our planet will be happier, hopefully, as we're all breathing together and slowing down and being able to co-create, hopefully very soon in person. But right now, we're so fortunate to have technology, to have this connection right now. So thank you for that request, Alex. Much appreciated. Always a good song and a good message to continue to imagine a better world for all of us and our children. I'm going to keep it going with the 2000s and back to some rocking it out here a bit for you. This is before I get back up to another cool house techno track. I got one coming up soon. Actually, a couple for you to get your dance on. It's Friday night. I want to play you. This is one of the greatest hits. This is one of the greatest hits of 2005. And this is the Plain White Tees, and this was out of their realm of rock. They were kind of slowed it down. This song is called Hey There Delilah, and I remember hearing this on the radio. It's got and it's with guitar. It has such a beautiful sound, and it's hard to even for me to uh, put this in a container of what kind of rhythm it is. It's actually very unique. I group my songs like, oh, there's the rock ballads, there's the fast ones, there's the house beat, there's the jazz. There's about 10 or 12 categories I kind of think about. But this one's like, I don't think there's anything like this one. It's a little different. I'm like, oh, I should play that song. It's so unique. But here we go. This is Hey There Delilah. A love ballad, of course. Or is it a ballad? What is it? We'll see. All right. Hope you're enjoying some of these tunes I picked. Some of my favorites to play from the 2000s, and we're gonna keep moving on. I've still got a few more I want to get to, and of course, any of your requests are also fine. And we of course always appreciate the virtual tips, but it's never expected. Uh, yeah, I want to thank Bill for tipping. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. We're doing this just to share music, and it's so happy to know it's being received and that we have an audience on virtually. So nothing like a live audience, but this is where we are. This is how we can connect right now. So I'm grateful for everyone tuning in right now. We're gonna keep it going. I'm gonna pick it up even more here in a minute. Um, well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a John Legend tune here. This is um, "Ordinary People." He was he won in '06. He won best male vocals. He got a Grammy. He won a ton of Grammys as you could know or guess. But this is one of his big songs in the 2000s, and yeah, it's actually a little challenging to play without singing. So I'm not singing. But I'm gonna play the vocals. I'm gonna attempt to play his vocals part on this really cool jazzy song. Here we go. Yeah, it's Ordinary People. Oh, hey, Mark. Love you too, buddy. Thank you. Yes. Here we go. take it slow. So take it slow. I'm not singing, but I was just listening to the lyric, and John Legend captures it. Take it slow in the relationship. But what about now? I'm thinking about those in that were just starting relationships or those in relationships in quarantine. I guess we've got plenty of time to take it slow right now. So I got a little giggle out of that thinking about the new take it slow. Yeah, take it slow in quarantine. You got months together. Take it slow. Anyway, that's a little chuckle I'm getting. So I'm gonna go on to pick up the beat even more here. This one, I remember when this song came out. It was hot. This was 2006. I remember. Oh man, it was actually around this. I think it was Memorial Day weekend, and oh man, those were the days. We had some fun. There were some big parties down at what was that, at the Standard? Yeah, we spent a whole weekend at the Standard. I mean, we had DJ friends. We had friends coming in with the music. I mean, it was hot. It was not only hot, it was hot. That's all I can say about that. But this song was playing, and this was number one in the UK, and it debuted number two in the US. Gnarls Barkley, crazy, and we were all a little crazy then. So this was we were, oh man, this is the song. I hope to do it some justice. I wish I had more instrumentalists with me, but we're gonna keep the beat going, and feel free to dance and shake it a bit or sing it or do whatever you do. Here we go. We're all crazy in quarantine now. Crazy. Nice. Were you shaking it a bit back there too? Yeah, remember it? Remembering our good times? Remember some good times. That's right. Feeling a little crazy, but in a good way. Hopefully, we're all feeling a good crazy in our quarantine. Kind of letting loose a bit. Maybe having a drink, a martini. I'm still on water, but that might change soon. We'll see. Mm. Oh, we got kombucha. Yes. Ooh, now we're really getting crazy. This is parent crazy now. Ooh. Watch out. We might stay up till 10 tonight. 10:30. Watch out. We got no kids at home either. Whoa. That's another story. Yeah, Melody, if you're just joining us too, Melody's at Grandma's for the week, so we have a little time to really be grateful for. I mean, we miss her deeply, of course, but come on. We need a break from the homeschooling. My goodness. Wow. You don't know, if you don't have a kid, you don't know how lucky. I mean, how much time you have. It's good. You can do things, and or not do anything. How without wow. There's choices. Yes, do whatever you want. Meditate more, read more. Oh, but with a kid, you'd lose. Oh, I could go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I digress. I love that word. When used properly, that's a good word. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear how your mom's doing, how grandma's doing with a week with Melody. We'll find out. Oh geez, we're gonna find out soon. But again, we of course we miss her in our live streaming, so that's why we're having a little more fun. And if you're just joining us now, you don't want to miss the very beginning. Go back to the beginning when we're done and see our little bit. It's about a 10-minute bit. Kim and I doing. I'll tell you. In the year 2000, we did the little Conan spoof. So we had a lot of fun doing it. We wrote some funny bits. So go check that out. Let me know too in the comments if you did see it or if you're going to see it. If it, be honest, as Facebook friends or YouTube friends, let us know if you thought that was any good. We thought it was hilarious, but we don't have a laugh track. We don't have, I mean, I could have gone like this. I suppose I could have gone like this, but that would have maybe killed it worse. But in any case, yeah, we need a laugh track. That'd be funny. In any case, let's move on to this is. Oh, by the way, I still have time for a few more songs, but I'm going to end with our big debut. I Remember that we debuted today or yesterday on YouTube, our newest music video. So make sure to go subscribe and watch that because it's hot. And I'm not just saying that. It's our hottest video yet, and you'll see why when you look at it. So I'm going to save that to the end. That was I Remember as a Dead Mouse tune that was released in 2008. And I've been kind of going chronologically, but it, more or less. But right now, I'm going to take a look at, let's see, this is Jason Mraz, I'm Yours. And this is a fun one to play. It's actually, I looked up some fun facts about this one. This was in 2008, and it took 28 weeks. It took 28 weeks out to hit #1 on the Billboard charts, which is a record of how long it took for a song to reach #1. So that was 28 weeks. Yeah, it took 28 weeks, and it finally reached #1. So there's a record to be proud of, I suppose. That's a very interesting record for the Billboard Top 40. Yeah, yeah, that's a steady climb. Good for him. Now let's see if I can do a steady playing of this because this is a tricky reggae feel on the piano and a little swingy action. Let's see if we can do this. Now I might catch myself because I didn't practice this one either. So we'll see. I'll blame it on the page turn if I have to. Okay, here we go. I'm Yours. right, that was a fun little jam. Again, I miss jamming with friends too. This would be fun with my trio or something, so I don't have to do all the parts. I can kind of have fun, and also if we had singer too. So I do miss that as well. I'll be honest. That is, besides missing live audiences, missing live musicians to jam with. Oh my goodness. I haven't tried doing the Zoom or thereabouts with collaborating in real time. I know there's a latency issue. I know some people have figured out ways to do it, or at least work and do multi-tracks. I might have some ideas along the way to collaborate while we're in quarantine. But for now, it's been solo, and at least I have my family. I am grateful. It's been the Wineglass Family Piano Hour. I'm gonna look on. I kind of lost the chat here. Oh, there's Lance. Play on. Absolutely. Um, yeah. Well, so let's see. On YouTube, wondering what the list I can play. Well, I do have. There are a lot of songs I can play. If you want to find a list though of some of my top songs, there is an app that's called My Set. If you can find My Set, and you have to be in the U.S. So I don't know if you are if you're on YouTube. Um, or anywhere joining us. But there's an app you can download, and then yeah, right now we're traveling through the 2000s. But if you want to download so I'll just finish this thought. If you download my set, you can look up this event or find me, and you can find my top repertoire songs. Or right, yes. But in any case, give it a shot, and I'll see if I can play it. Right now, we've been aiming for the 2000s decade, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna play you. This is Lady Gaga, "Bad Romance." This is from Fame Monster, 2009. It debuted number two in the U.S., and it was actually this album, Fame Monster, was the best-selling album in 2010 around the world. So this is Lady Gaga's top success here, at least in the 2000s, going to 2010. Bad Romance. Now I love the lyric on this. And Kim and I, when I play weddings, when I played a lot of weddings, I would at the cocktail reception. Yeah, not for the ceremony because that's very serious usually. But the cocktail reception, I would play a variety of music, and I would like to include this one. And people loved it. And Kim would be like, "Well, I don't know if you should play that. It's kind of like I Want Your Bad Romance." It's a little bit like, "Are you sure that's appropriate at a wedding?" And the answer is yes. It is awesome to play at weddings on the wedding day, and people go nuts. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's what's happening. Come on, let's be real. That's what you're doing." Yeah, especially younger couples that like this song. So, anyways, without further ado, here is "Bad Romance." Perfect. We want your bad romance. Well, this is perfect. I am going to play. Hi, Bruce. You're still with us. Awesome. And if Dallas is there, sorry that our Melody is not here to say hi to her as well. But she'll be back for the next week, I think. But right now, we have time for two more songs. Yeah, right. Kim's like a lot. We can convince Grandma to keep her an extra week. That'd be great. We're getting a lot done right now. I'll tell you. So yes, we will go back to the '90s briefly, and I'm going to play Black Hole Sun because I actually did not get to that song last week. So this is great choice, Bruce. I'm going to play Black Hole Sun because that is timeless anyway, and yeah, and also, oh, you know what? And yeah, we missed the anniversary of his death. So there were so many other deaths of the anniversary. We forgot his. I'm not. I didn't mean to joke, but yeah, we just did Prince's and we did Bowie's, and now okay. So we missed Chris Cornell's anniversary. So here, without further, we're going to do that, and then we're going to end with the finale of the music video we just released. I'm going to play you that one before we sign off. So let's do it. This is uh, one of my favorite songs. Good choice, Bruce. We are going to do Black Hole Sun. Chris Cornell, Soundgarden. Here we go. right. Great choice, Bruce. That was fun. Going back to the 90s. Now we're back to the 2000s. All right. So thank you for staying and tuning in with us on this lovely Friday night in Los Angeles. It's just starting. The sun's just starting to go down. It was a beautiful day. That's what I opened with in the beginning. Was a beautiful day. You too. And we had a lot of fun reminiscing about and going down memory lane in the 2000s. And Yes, and that was the decade we met. Now I realized I actually had a few compositions I was going to play you, but we didn't get to them because and I felt like Friday night I just had so many covers I wanted to get to. So I'm not going to apologize for that. What I'm going to do is tell you got to come back Sunday because I know I'm going to play those because I got to tell you about the 2000s a little bit more then, and we're going to reminisce. And I'm going to play you the song I wrote for Kim, and how when we fell in love, and our whole experience with me writing music and us and it being so much part of our lives, and some of that time we had together. So I'm gonna do that on Sunday. That feels more appropriate at this time. So join us again Sunday, 5 to 7 Pacific Standard Time, daylight time. Daylight. It's daylight. It's daylight. It's a beautiful day. So you're right. I'm gonna play a little teaser of I Remember. Kim's gonna go ahead and put it in the comments if it's on Facebook, our YouTube channel. So please subscribe. This is the time to do it. We have a hot song out. I'm not gonna tell you any more about it. You got to see it to get the visual experience because it's not just playing. We have featured a special guest. All I'm gonna say is flying a skater girl. Okay, I said too much. So without any further ado, this is I Remember Dead Mouse Cascade, released in 2008, and this is the song. I love this song, and I'm going to play just a snippet of it, and then we'll see you again on Sunday. And I remember, and I hope you bringing back memories for you as well.
Yes, thanks for joining us, friends.
Thanks for joining us, you guys, and we'll see you again on Sunday. And also, go check out a couple of things you can do. You can obviously check out this video on YouTube and like, comment, and share, and subscribe. It's awesome. This is my favorite one yet that we just released yesterday. And also, if you feel like getting a laugh or I don't know, let me know if it's funny. Go back to the beginning of this video if you didn't see it and see our little bit, the Kim and Jeremy show for 10 minutes, doing the Conan bit. In the year 2000. So with that, we'll see you next time. Stay safe, be well, and let the music move you.